Hi everyone, my name is Ashok. I'm your aptitude faculty. So today we are going to discuss our topic is calendars. So in a calendar there are three parameters, namely date, month and year. So by using these three parameters, we can say exact week of the day. Exact week of the day. Week of the day. Done. So starting, we are considering the parameter that is date. So we are taking the date. The date should be divided. The date should be divided with 7. So example, I am taking a date that is 23 January 2023. 23rd January 2023 as a date, example. So in 23rd January 2023, what is the date, Nana? 23. The 23 should be divided with 7. And in this case, the date should be divided with 7 and we have to consider only the remainder. We have to consider only the remainder. So the remainder is also called as number of odd days. Number of odd days. Number of odd days. Done. So the remainder is also called as number of odd days. Example, 7 ones are 7 and 7 threes are 21. Then what is the remainder, Nana? 2. There is only left over the 2. The 2 is called remainder or it is also called as odd days. Odd days. So that means the date should be, the given date should be divided with 7 and we have to consider only the remainder. So example, I am taking, see here, I am taking example, I am considering the date as 2. The 2 should be divided with 7. The remainder is 2. Because in 7 table there is no 2. So that we will get the remainder as 2. If I divide 7 divided by 5 divided by 7, then we can take it, the remainder is 5. If the date is 12 divided by 7 and remainder is 5. In our date, we have to consider only the remainder. That means the date should be divided with 7 and we have to consider the remainder. The date concept is closed. The date concept is closed. Next, we are moving to month. So here, in a year, how many months are there? There are 12 months. Starting with January, next February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. That means there are 12 months in a year. So for the 12 months, we are taking a month code. So month code is, what is the value of 12 square, Nana? 12 square, the value of 12 square is 144. What is the value of 5 square, Nana? The value of 5 square is 25. So that we will take 0 to 5. Because each set should contain 3 digits. So what is the value of 6 square, Nana? 6 square, the value of 6 square is 36. So I am taking it as 036. Because each set should contain 3 digits. What is the value of the 12 square plus 2? Already we know that 12 square, the value of 12 square is 144. 144 plus 2, that is 146. Now the month code is completed. See, for the 12 months, 12 codes, we are counting, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. For the 12 months, there are 12 codes. Starting with January, I am starting with January. See here, I am changing the color. So first one, it is January. Next one is February. Next one is March. Next one is April. Next one is May. Next month is June and July, August, September, October, November and December. For the 12 months, there are 12 codes. Starting with January and ending with 12. For the 12 months, there are 12 codes. Simply we can by heart that 144 025 036 146. That's it. 12 square, 5 square, 6 square, 12 square plus 2. This is the regarding for the month code. Now we have completed the month. We have completed now. It is month is completed already. Done. See. Here date is completed already. It is month is completed. The finally we are left over with year. So now we are taking year. The given we are taking the year is 2023. The 2023 can be divided into two parts. That is one is 2000 and one more is 23. Here 2000 years. 23 years combinedly, we can say that 2023 years. In 2000, how many centuries are there? So, let's take an example. For the 1 century, it is 100 years. 2 centuries, 200 years. 8 centuries, 800 years. Now, it is 2000 years. In 2000 years, there are 20 centuries. There are 20 centuries, Nana. 20 centuries. For the 20 centuries, here there is a new term. Here it is a new term like century. Now we are taking century code. Now we are taking century code. We are solving only the 2000. That's it. We are not solving about the 23 years. We will deal later regarding the 23 years. So here century code. The year I am starting with 1600 to 1699. That is totally 100 years. So how it is 100 years we are studying? 1600 is a year. That is 1 year. 1601, 1 year. That means I am starting with 1601. I am keeping the 1600 year is a part side. 1601, 1602, 2 years. 1603, 3 years, 1604, 4 years, 1605, 5 years, 1620, 20 years. I am starting from 1601 to 1620, total 20 years. 1685, 85 years. 1699, 99 years. That means from 1601 to 1699, 99 years, including 1600, total 100 years. That means for the starting from 1600 to 1699, the century code is 6. Now I am starting with next year, that is 1700. 1700 to 1799. It is for just subtract 6 minus 2. What is the value of 6 minus 2? 4. That is a code, century code for the 1700 to 1799. Now I am starting 1800 to 1899. That is century code is 4 minus 2. It is 2. It is 1900 to 1999. The century code is 0. Now I am starting 2000 to 2023. That is, I am repeating again 6, next 4, next 2, like that. When we are moving back, that is past years, that is 1500 to 1599. It is above the value of 6, it is 0. Next 2, next 4, next 6, like that. It is a cyclic process. It is completely a cyclic process. Now I am telling that 1600 to 1699 century code is 6. 1700 to 1799 the century code is 4. 1800 to 1899, the century code is 2. 1900 to 1999 is 0. When you are starting with 2000 to 2000, sorry, it is 2000, sorry, it is 2099, Nana. So 2000 to 2099, 2000 to 2099, the century code is 6. The cycle gets repeated. Then after 4, then after 2, then after 0. Like that, the cyclic process gets repeated. When we are moving to back, the back year is 1500 to 1599. Our century code is 0 because above the 6, the value above the 6 is 0. So 0, 2, 4, 6, like that, the century codes will get cyclic process. Now we are completed with century code. I am erasing the century code. Now see here. That means I was completed regarding the century, that is 2000 years. In a 2000 years, what is the century and what are the century codes? Just now we have written. Now the last thing is in 23 years. In 23 years, how many leap years are there? That means the leap year will occur after every 4 years. After every 4 years. Example, I am starting with 2001. After 2001, 2002, 2003 and 2004. 2004 is a leap year. That means after 4 years, that is 2008. After 4 years, the leap year will get repeat. After 2008, the leap year is 2012. Next leap year is 2016. Next leap year is 2020. Next leap year is 2024. But we are considering only the year up to 2023. That means 2024 is not considerable because we have to stop the year up to 2023. Below or up to 2023, how many leap years are we are going to count here? See here, one is the 2004 and second year, 3 leap years, 4th leap year and 5 leap years. This is a long lengthy process. This is a very long lengthy process to count all the years. So here there is a shortcut to find the leap years. Find the leap years. See, now we are writing leap year for finding the leap years, number of leap years. That means number of leap years. For finding number of leap years, we have to consider given year. In the given year also, we have to consider only the last 2 digits. That means last 2 digits of the given year. Last 2 digits of the given year must be divided with 4. Must be divided with 4. In 2023, what are the last 2 digits, Nana? 23. That means for finding leap years, we have to consider the last 2 digits, that is 23. 23 should be divided with 4. How many times it's getting exactly dividing? 5 times. That means number of leap years are 5 in 2023 years. In 2020, in 23 years, there are totally 5 leap years. In 23 years, there are totally 5 leap years. Yes, it is very good. There are 2 conditions. There are 2 conditions for the leap year. There are 2 conditions for the leap year. See, there are 2 conditions must satisfy. Before solving the problem, we have to consider 2 conditions for finding number of leap years. The condition number 1. Condition number 1 must be the given year. The given year must divide with 4. Must divide with 4. That means exactly. That means it should be exactly divided with 4. And our second condition, the date, the given date must greater than, the given date must cross 28th February. 28th February. The two conditions should be checked while solving the problem. If the given year is a 4 multiple. Example, I am taking 28th February 2020. 28th February 2020, I am taking an example. So now I am focusing only for the number of leap years. Only for the number of leap years. So first condition, what is the first condition? The given year should be exactly divisible by 4. What is the given year? 2020. In that 2020, we have to consider only the last 2 digits. The last 2 digits is 20. 20 should be exactly, it is exactly dividing and there is no remainder. There is no remainder. Okay. First condition is the given year is exactly divided with 4. What is the second condition? The date should be cross February 28. What is the date here? 20th February. Is it crossed with the 20th February? No. If the date is not crossed at the 20th February, so it is considered as non-leap year, Nana. Non-leap year. It is considered only as non-leap year. Sir, if it is non-leap year, then how many leap years are there? So, see here. The one thing is, for the finding number of leap year, we are considering the last 2 digits. Last 2 digits is 20. 20 must be divided with 4. How many times it is getting divided? 5. The condition, 2 conditions not satisfied because the first condition is satisfied, but the second condition is not satisfied. If the second condition is not satisfied, then we have to subtract 5 minus 1. That means there are only 4 leap years. There are only 4 leap years are there. This is the concept which is regarding the calendars. Now, I'm writing a box. See here. Just please make a note, everyone. Please make a note. I am drawing a box. See here. First, I consider the date, and date is divided with 7, and I have considered only the remainder. First, I was divided the given date with 7, and I was considered only the remainder. That means date concept is completed. Plus, now I am considering the month code. Next, I have to consider month code because 23rd February 2025. First date should be divided with 7 and we have to consider only the remainder. After completion of date, we have to consider the month. What is the month? February. For the February, there is a month code. So that means we have to consider here month code. Then after, we have to consider century code. Then we have to consider century code. The century code is completed. Then we have to find number of leap years. Number of leap years. We have to find number of leap years. How many leap years are present in the given year? We have to find. So next, what is the last step means? The last 2 digits. Last 2 digits of the given year. The last 2 digits of the given year. Write as same. Write as same. This is the procedure we have to follow. First, we have to consider the date. Date should be divided with 7. And we have to consider only the remainder. Then we have to take the month code of the given month. Then we have to take century code for the given year. Then after, we have to find the number of leap years. For the leap year condition, we have already discussed that. For the finding the leap year, last 2 digits should be considered and it should be divided with 4. How many times it is exactly getting dividing? that is the number of leap years. For the leap year, there should be two conditions satisfied. If it is exactly divides, if the given year is exactly divided with 4, then only we have to consider for the, we have to move for the second condition. Otherwise, there is no need. So last step is the last two digits of the given number, given year should be right as same. This is the condition we have to follow.